number 2, out of town for work. So I'm doing something a little different on this live stream right here. Let's see, the last 2, I made them. Well, the first 2, no, last 3. So the first 2, I made them to where they were unlisted, and then I opened them available to channel members. So there's members and subscribers. Uh, to be a member, you have to join, and there's 2 levels. It's like $2.99 and $5.99 or something like that. And that may change. I don't know. Just whatever YouTube suggested, and that's what I set it at. Default, whatever was put on there. But last night's live stream, I did it to where only channel members, which is where you join and a monthly subscription, can see the live stream as it happens, and then it releases to everybody later on. Then tonight, I'm like, okay, well let's just see, because there's only a couple of people who's actually joined the channel, and so not really anybody sees it live, and so that's where I'm doing now. So if you're a subscriber tonight, the channel, you'll be able to see this live as it's happening right now. It's 6:41 here where I'm at in the afternoon, Central Time, and so then it'll be released to channel subscribers to watch, and then to the general public, subscribed or otherwise, later on. So and this again, it's all a work in progress. I'm working on it. I'm just sitting here in the hotel room editing videos, and so what I'm doing is going through old videos, and I'm looking at the beginnings of the video and seeing where people drop off and quit watching the video, and where it hits a bottom or a valley and starts to climb back up. Then I'm trimming the video up to that point where it starts to climb back up again, to see if any of the old videos still have any traction and maybe could pick up and maybe of interest to people. Because when I first started doing videos, I really had no clue what I'm doing, and I still really don't know what I'm doing. But I'd crack the video open, start filming, and I would be reading instructions and reading specifications and all like that, and it'd be 2 or 3 minutes before I even opened the package I was reviewing, and so that was aggravating to me. When I go back and watch them, I used to not watch my videos, so now I watch every video just to see what it looks like. So I watch it on my phone, and I watch it on the computer, and I try to watch it on the TV, just to see if there's any differences between how the video looks. Because I have seen from time to time that it's a whole different thing on the phone versus on the computer versus on the TV. Now, if you have a television that's got YouTube, I highly recommend that that's the only way you watch YouTube, because it's huge, live and there. Nobody's got small TVs anymore. Everybody's got huge TVs, you know. You tell somebody you got a 19-inch TV nowadays, and they're like, what? Huh? You put that in your pocket? What do you do with that? You know, back in my day when I was a kid, 19-inch TV, man, that was the thing. You know, the biggest TV out there was 19 inches, and it was color. Really, I'm that old. It was color. And that was special. And usually you couldn't move them because they was as big as a bed. But anyway, I recommend you watch it on television, because you get the best out of it. There's hardly any videos that's in 1080. Pretty much everything's in either 2.5K, 4K, something like that. All my videos are in 4K. And so you watch them on television, and they're clear. They're just like a television show being in 4K. But you watch a 1080p video, And some of my older stuff is in 1080p because I didn't know how to upscale it in a video editor. But you watch that on a television, it's kind of grainy, and so you'll get that effect. Uh, but I watch when I personally watch YouTube videos, it is it's on my television, and so I rarely come across a video that's grainy because, like I said, most everything is in high resolution, uh, and so it shows up on television just fine. And so if you have a smart TV, put YouTube on it, log your account in, and that should be the only way you watch YouTube, because it is just, you see things so much better, and you can see the detail so much better. You have more control over what you're doing or what you're watching. Kind of like a TV. I mean, you have more detailed control over something as far as on a computer, and then the phone is just, it is what it is. The huge portion of the people that watch videos, or my videos, primarily watch them on a phone. And a lot of people, which is surprising to me, watch videos. I'm sorry, that's my work phone. And a lot of people are watching videos on their phone, and the closed captioning is turned on, and it's on English, and that was kind of odd, and eventually I figured it out, and also I heard something on a YouTube video where they talked about it, because a lot of people they don't want to invade the surroundings and the people around them. They don't want to bother them, so they'll watch a YouTube video and they'll put it on closed captioning, and they'll read on the bottom what the person's saying, and so it doesn't interfere with anyone else around them. Or they're at work and they don't want to get caught. So they're, But so oh my goodness. So let me turn that down. I'll check all the messages later. Anyway, those are back at the plant where I live, so nothing I can do about them. Anyway, so then, and I don't know who all knows it, but my videos are automatically dubbed in 22 different languages. That's been happening for quite a while. Long before I hit the 500 subscribers, that was happening. And also, and so check if you make videos, check your settings and look, because allow auto dubbing has to be turned on, and a lot of people have that and don't know it. So and so you can also go into the same setting when you do that and change the language for the subtitles, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. And so anyway, that was kind of surprising for me to find out that that was how people were watching a lot of videos. And then second in line of how people watch my videos is on a computer. And then third in line and fourth, which they flip-flop, is television and tablet. And then there's other, and I have no idea what other is. I don't know. But that's the different formats that people use, or the different devices that people use to watch videos, at least my videos. And a lot of people may primarily watch their stuff on a television. But I will say that if you haven't watched YouTube on a television, you should. You really should, because it's a whole different experience, and it's much better, in my opinion. So, like I said, I'm going through a bunch of old videos and doing some trims where stuff, the views start to drop off, or where people is watching a video and suddenly they just leave. And you can kind of see trends where there's a low spot in the video that people just don't want to deal with. And you can see other spots where there are videos that people are watching and they're keying into certain areas, and so you have huge spikes. where people fast forward to this area and watch it and watch it and watch it over and again, because there's something in there that they're trying to see. I know when I've watched how-to videos on building something, doing something, fixing something, or doing something in some form or fashion or way. I've done that and watched a section over and over and over again, which I don't try to make those in there, but I don't know where they're going to show up, but they do. And I'm not really doing anything with those right now, trying to jump those and knock the middles out, but I'm just trying to take out the low spots to where it starts at a higher level. Because I've got a lot of older videos that I think are beneficial and very helpful that just stopped. And there's a lot of videos that would take off and go and then just trickle or just stay on a dead keel, never getting another view again. And I think those are some of the deals to where, and this is what people have to understand whenever they're actually doing YouTube videos, is for you and your channel, the video is performing way up here from where it normally does. But from YouTube's perspective, it's really way down here, because they're looking at the number of people they show it to versus the number of people that watch it. So impressions is where they show people the icon for your video, and then click through is where they actually click on it to watch the video, and then the duration that they watch that video will keep it going. And so you can have high views, but nobody's watching it for very long, and so YouTube shuts it down, or say YouTube, the algorithm, whatever you want to call it, shuts the video down. And I have taken, and right there where a lot of people are dropping off and stopping watching the video, chop that little section out and put it together to where it jumps over that gap, and the video starts taking off and doing views again. And so that's what I'm going through there, trying to trim out the bad spots. So if you look at some of my older videos, then you'll probably see where there may be a jump or a gap or something. It's not really a blank spot, it's just it goes from one point to another, and there used to be something in between, and you'll notice, you'll see where the video just kind of glitches and it's different. And if you watch the video before, you'll realize, hey man, something else used to be there, but it's not anymore. And so that's what it is. And I can't go back and put that back in without just compiling and uploading the video. But these videos are almost a year old. And so I'm just trying to get them, see if there's any life left in them. And probably just leave them there. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of any videos or delete any or whatever. But just seeing if there's any potential left in them. Because like I said, I've got over 500 I think it's, yeah, I should be over 500 videos on YouTube. Reviews, knife reviews, how-tos, do it, DIYs, repairs, electronic repairs, just a bunch of different things. I have a video on repairing a Toyota Sienna van's fans, cooling fans on the radiator, and there was everybody wanted like $300-400 for the whole shroud with the fans and everything built into it, and that's the only way that you could buy it. You couldn't buy just the fan motor from any normal parts house or wherever. And so I got on eBay, and I got to searching and figured out the part number for the fan, because there's two different fans on that shroud. And I figured out the part number for the one that I needed, and I ordered it, and it came in, and I just replaced the bad fan on the shroud for $20 instead of $300-400 for the whole shroud, which is the only way you can get it anywhere else. And so that video kind of sat there. I got a couple of views for a little while, and I don't know how old it is. It's probably 7-8 months old, six months, something like that. But I just kind of sat there for a while, and all of a sudden it took off, and now it's 1,500 views on that particular video, and that's a long video, 45 minutes or something of that nature. and but it's a lot of useful information in there. In the way I did the video, I kind of filmed it as is, and it's outside, so I had to do some sound stuff because the wind was blowing and all that. And you can see jumps and spikes in that one where people are watching over sections to see exactly how they need to do something. And I got some videos coming up on my truck doing the valve cover gaskets, oil pan, a sink conversion where I'm going from the little 4-inch sink 1 screen in a 2015 Ford F-150 to a sink 3.4. It's actually a sink 3, but it's software version 3.4. So it's the latest one as of 2023, I think, is the update in that little deal. And so I'm going to do a whole video on that as well. And I've also got an issue to where you start putting fuel in and get about a gallon, it cuts off. You trigger it again, about a gallon, it cuts off. And I know what the problem is. It's not the evaporation, the charcoal canister. That's good. It's not the vent valve. That's good. I've confirmed that, and I've done that, some videos on showing that, and the canister as well. And it's not the purge valve. I've replaced that, and the old one's good. And so I've got an extra vent valve and an extra purge valve. They're both good. And there is on that truck, and it's not on, I don't think it's on all of them, but on that truck right there, on top of the gas tank, there is a pressure sensor. And so the same vent line that comes out of the tank to the charcoal canister acts like it's stopped up, but it's not stopped up. What it is that pressure sensor is in there and it's malfunctioned, and it doesn't allow the pressure to vent out of the tank. I don't know how it's set up and how it does or why it does, but there'll be a video on me fixing that. And what I'm going to try to do, because that's an expensive part, it's like $300, and you can find it as low as $100 and something on eBay, but I don't see that, not for what that is. And so in a lot of cases it requires dropping the fuel tank, and so we'll figure it out in what we'll do on that right there, because it's not too awful aggravating to get it filled up, you know, the way it is. But that's some stuff coming up. And then let's see, again, I talked about memberships, and I'm working on drone videos, a lot of drone videos, and I've got a lot that I've got to kind of several projects. I've got the huge drone, which is a large drone that's supposed to be fully functional. I just need to put blades on it, 4 blades on it, and get it paired with a controller, and it should fly. And so that may be the first one you see fly. Then I got a huge lot of drone stuff in from eBay that has like 4 or 5 little speed drones. I say little, they're, you know, probably about good 12 inches across, and cameras and stuff like that on them and all that kind of good stuff. So we maybe get some video of messing with those. And I've got one that I'm building, which is almost ready to go. I just got to calibrate the motors and do all that, but I'm out of town for the past 2 weeks, and so it's kind of hard to find time to get all that stuff in. And just recently hitting 500 subscribers and kind of doing these live stream stuff, which is new to me. I'm still not where and how all I need to be on these live streams. I got a lot more work that I've got to figure them out, because I actually have a setup that I'm working on at the house to have like a little studio live stream and all that, to do a little better setup, and I've got to figure it out, and it's because there's a lot of latency, a lot of drag and slowdown. You know, I may say something, this whole time I've been talking, it may have picked up just one thing. I have a little live stream on the channel that I talked for 15 minutes and had like 2 minutes worth of video that actually recorded. So I've got a ways to go to figure all that stuff out. Anyway, so I just figured I would give another little update, and I'll probably do this each afternoon because I ain't got nothing else to do here in the hotel room. So we might as well spend a little time together and talk. Uh, I may try to figure out how to do this on the computer because I think that, see, I can't see any. If you're actually watching this right now and you're on YouTube watching it, I can't see anything. I'm just looking at the front of my phone, and that's what I'm doing it on, is on my phone and not on the computer. And so I may do some experimenting to try to figure out how I can see someone if they leave a comment or a message, because I think I enabled that ability somewhere along the line or somehow. We'll figure all that out. But anyway, so look, guys, I enjoy spending time with y'all. I hope you're getting something out of the channel. I hope you're enjoying the channel, and I hope to see you again. If you show up, I will. I'll see you next time. And I promise I'm going. I just got to hit that X. And it's not, it's there. Okay, there it is.